back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I got Kyle Lindner here in the studios, and he is not only an agent with State Farm, but he's involved with a great organization called NAIFA that I'm involved with as well, and love the work that you're doing, and a big fan of it. It raises accountability for people in the financial fields industry. It helps provide best practices, keeps people educated. I think it's phenomenal what you do. Why don't you give us an overview of what NAIFA is all about, but also what you're all about and the work you do for individuals and businesses out there.
Okay. Well, I'm the actual president of the local chapter of the about 600 members in Houston. NAIFA stands for the National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, and we're the advocates for the consumers and the agents for what's going on in Congress. Right now, there's a ton of bills coming through from the Camp tax proposal, which is $500 billion that they're coming after our consumers' money that will change our industry forever.
Okay. And I'm assuming not necessarily in a good way.
No, it's not. Actually, they're wanting to tax a lot of things that are not taxed currently, so we're really trying to fight for those rights and continue to keep our products safe for our consumers.
Before we get too much into that, and that is absolutely huge, talk a little bit about what you do. You're a State Farm agent.
I'm a State Farm agent out in Katy, Texas. I've been an agent for about 5 years currently, and I've joined NAIFA about 4 years ago, then joined the board about 3 years ago. I just knew it was my home. When I got there, I knew that this was the right place for my education, to network with other individuals, and really just make my agency grow. Since then, I thought it's time to give back, so now I'm the president of our local chapter of 600.
Yeah, that's awesome. Health, life, in your work with State Farm?
Yeah, bank. We actually have a whole mutual fund side of things, too, now. So we're doing a lot over at State Farm that really we need to protect our industry at State Farm's level, and that's why I think NAIFA is so important, even to the property and casualty agents out there, not just the investment advisors.
Sure, right. Talk about the whole situation of what they're trying to do in Congress. What's happening out there that the consumer needs to be aware of?
Well, for a long time, life insurance have never been taxed. Now, currently, they're actually looking at taxing the benefit. So when I receive a check, if someone dies close to me, they would actually tax that. Now, that's part of it. They're also looking at taxing health insurance benefits. So you receive a check from your disability or your plans out there that pay you back. Well, that's a taxation. They're looking at changing 401k accounts, contributions, things of that nature. We've actually fought 1,300 bills last year alone in Congress, and that's why it's so important. We need the support of every single agent out there, every advisor, every property and casualty agent to become part of this organization, NAIFA.
Right. In a cynical place like Congress, a cynical place like Washington, D.C., it's just so natural to tax the dead guy, right?
Right. That's what they're looking at. $500 billion. What do we owe? $17 trillion? Why not get a
tax the dead guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very, very interesting and very sad thing. And it's interesting, by the way. Karl Marx, talked about the heavy taxation, the importance of taxing people when they die. And of course, he wanted to tax them 100%. I think taxing them at all is unconscionable because that is for people to be able to go on with their lives when the loved one has passed away. What a tragedy that they would even entertain that. So NAIFA, your goals for the next year as president of NAIFA?
That is correct, until June next year.
And what are your goals?
Our goals this year is really to increase membership. We really want to not have the whole Obamacare thing happen to their association. Hey Who was their association. Their membership drove up after Obamacare, so we're really looking to drive membership up this year to make sure that we don't have the same results like Obamacare to the entire industry. So
Right. And they're trying to do Obamacare-esque type policies all over the place.
They are.
All of our demise, in my humble opinion. So
that is correct.
Kyle, how do we get more information about you and about NAIFA?
Visit NAIFA.org.
Spell that out.
NAIFA.org. And then you can also visit my website, Kyle@trustkyle.com, to learn more about my practice, the State Farm practice I have.
Thanks very much. I'm Kevin Price.
And
you're listening to The Price of Business. Do want to remind you, best content here, including this interview with my guest today, Kyle, can be found over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.